Hey guys, Jason Ailes here from Trail Martial Arts. So this week we're talking about cooperation, but we're talking about cooperation in compromising. Okay, so compromising is the ability to maybe not get exactly what you want, but having a combination of what you want and what other people want and working together to come up with a common solution to a problem. Okay, so good example of that is my wife and I decided to do some renovations, and we decided to do our kitchen. This was about 6 years ago, so it was a a few years ago. So when we decided to make this decision, and we started making plans for what it's going to look like, what we're going to have for cabinets, and all of those different things, we started talking about color. Now, the challenge with color is that I see things a little bit differently than my wife does, and that's not only just from my eyes, but it's also from like my perspective of how I see things. So we painted the kitchen. We compromised on a color, and we decided that we were going to do red walls and white cupboards. And so we painted the entire kitchen. And my wife walks in, and she's looking around. And she's like, "The walls are orange. They're orange, like bright orange." I'm like, "No way! This is red. This is totally red. It's like fire engine red." At least in my mind, I felt it was like fire engine red. And then so we're arguing about this back and forth for about 20 minutes, and then Mike comes in, and Julie's like, "Okay, Mike, I need your help. I need you to come into the kitchen, and I need you to tell me what color the walls are." So Mike walks into the kitchen. He looks around. He says, "That is a very orange kitchen." At which point I'm like, "Oh, okay." So obviously something happened with the paint color, and for whatever reason I made it in my mind that it was definitely going to be red because I did the work. But as it turns out, it was orange, so I ended up having to go back to the paint store, getting more red paint, and then putting that up. Okay, so it's kind of an interesting story, a little bit of a side tangent from compromising, but compromising is really important because if you work together on what you're doing, then everybody wins. So that's the goal. That's the common goal. Whenever you're working on a problem as a team, you want to try and come up with what's called a win-win. So we want both sides to win, and you want both sides to be happy. Cooperation is a very difficult thing. It's something that takes time and energy and effort. But if you can become an expert at cooperation, you're going to be an expert at achieving and excelling at achieving goals. All right? So that's it for this week. We'll talk to you guys next time.